Hey everyone, it's John again to play a little bit of Immaculate Grid here. Just gonna probably play today's game. Got a fair amount to take care of, but I'll at least get this one out. I finally got a double win yesterday. I've been struggling on the rarity round because I use up too many of my picks and make a bunch of other dumb decisions. I don't want to blame it just on that. I also make dumb decisions, but I finally got. I guess it was a 23 rarity score, so it wasn't even that great. Um, super fan. Jeff got like a 7 and was like, I had a good score going. And I'm like, come on, man. No, I'm just kidding. I love posting the scores. But he's like, I had a good score going until the 200 strikeouts, and I got a 7. Like, I would give. I wouldn't give very much to get a 7, but um, I'm pretty thrilled with it. Anyway, that's enough rambling. That's enough of that. Let's get into it. Let's play. I'm going to share my screen here. So now I've got the successful timed version. Gonna hit refresh, gonna hit go, and away we go. No teams. All right. 300 career average, rookie of the year, Jackie Robinson works there. All right, 300 career average and a gold glove, Willie Mays will work. Let's see, 300 career average and a silver slugger. Um, Let me come back to that one actually. Let's see, Frank Robinson works over here. And Barry Bonds will work here for that. 3,000 career hits and a rookie of the year, Ichiro. And then let's see, 3,000 hits and a gold glove. I'm going to go with Robin Yount. And then let's see, 3,000 career hits and a silver slugger. Let's go Paul Molitor, who I know was winning silver sluggers with Toronto at least. 500 career home runs and a silver. Oh, I'm over a minute. Darn. Let's see, Mark McGwire, certainly. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go. Nope. Yeah, that's right. Actually, Ichiro would have worked here. But Silver Slugger, 300 career average. I just have to be careful on this one because it's 1980 and onward. And I'm just trying to think of people who hit 300. Oh, Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn will work. Answered my question as I was doing it. So that took a little bit longer than I was hoping for. Minute 40. Um, that one rack because I was thinking like I almost went Barry Bonds right away, and then I was like, no, Barry Bonds actually retired with like a 298 career average. Albert Pujols would be another trap. He retired with a career like 296 average after hitting 330 plus for a decade. Cabrera certainly works. So there's other choices. I just wanted to. I almost stepped on a landmine. So I'm gonna hit that. This is a lot of fun. I like playing with no teams. It's you have to force your brain to think a little bit differently. So let's do that and share. And let's go look for the one that does have teams, which I guess is that one there. Incognito mode from yesterday. I actually am pretty happy with yesterday's game. I don't know if this was I know it's not optimal. Jeff proved that, but um, these guys were definitely lower on the range for 200 strikeouts. So let's hit refresh. Let's go for it here. All right. So we've seen the categories now. We have a little bit of had a little bit of time to think about. Um, where to start? Rookie of the year, 300 career batting average. Yeah, Frank Robinson would not work either. I think he's like 294 or so. Um, yeah, a lot of these are going to be landmines. You know what? I'm just going to go through. I think the way to kind of think about this is go through some people with 3,000 hits. Think about which ones would be gold glovers. So Pete Rose is actually a gold glover. Ty Cobb's not going to work for any of that stuff. Any old 3,000 hit people you can disregard because the first of these awards is the Rookie of the Year in 1947. About 10 years later, you get gold gloves, a little less than 10, yeah, about 10 years later. And then you get silver sluggers in 1980. So You can disregard Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, Eddie Collins, all those guys for all of these categories. Um, you can also disregard like Jimmy Fox and Babe Ruth. Um, so some 3,000 hit folk who would work. Pete Rose, I think works. He might actually work. I think he does work for Silver Slugger, like one of the first couple ones. I think in 1981 he won a Silver Slugger. I think he also won a Gold Glove at one point, and I think he won Rookie of the Year. So he would work for any three of these. Henry Aaron works for this one, but that's and then this one. Um, oh, and this one actually. So actually that'd be a sneaky one. Um, Next down on the list as far as 3,000 hits, let's see, Musial was too early for this stuff. I mean, I guess he played, technically he overlapped with Gold Gloves, but I don't think he was winning them. Willie Mays won Gold Gloves and Rookie of the Year, so he works for all six of these. Then you have, I mean, when I say that, I'm just kind of jumping around a little bit. Adrian Beltre will certainly work for these. I don't think he has a 300 career. I'm pretty sure he does not have a 300 career average. Molitor does have a 300 career average and would work for this one and this one. But I've already used him and I've already used Yount, so I'm not going to reuse them. As a little preamble section, I'll eventually get to actually playing some people. Al Kaline, going to the other spectrum. Let's see, Roberto Clemente works here, and here. Al Kaline works here, and I think that's it. He might have won Rookie of the Year, actually. I'm not sure. Eddie Murray won Rookie of the Year and Gold Glove and Silver Slugger. He does not work here, but he works for all six of these. Who else? Miguel Cabrera works for these bottom three. Albert Pujols works for this quadrant here. Oh, I'm sorry, not just this quadrant. He works up here too, because he won Rookie of the Year. Okay. Who else can we think of? Lou Brock says I don't think he works for anything. Rod Carew, I don't think works for anything. Moises Alou was a 300 career hitter, so I think he would work here. That would be a sneaky place to sneak him in. He was definitely a Silver Slugger at some point. Larry Walker is a 300 career hitter, and he would work for Gold Glove. I'm trying to think some other 300 career hitters that might fall under the radar a little bit. Anyway, I was just preambling a little bit. Let's start filling in some boxes. I don't know how this is going to go as far as rarity, just because there's only about 30 people, I think, for each of these or so. I think there's actually 20 or so for 500. And a lot of them aren't going to work at all. So you can like minus, you can subtract Jimmy Fox, Mel Ott, and Babe Ruth from here. You can subtract everyone before pretty much Stan Musial from here. And then you can, and that sort of reduces what you're able to work with. One person that I think will work for certainly this, maybe this, is Dave Winfield. He got to 3,000 hits. So I'm going to start with him here. Takes 2%. That seems pretty good for this one. 3,000 hits in Gold Glovers. Al Kaline, I'm very sure, won Gold Gloves. Henry Aaron won at least one or two. Pete Rose was surprising in that he won a Gold Glove. He also won Rookie of the Year. Pete Rose actually would have been a good. I'm pretty sure he won a Silver Slugger with the Phillies late in his career. I think Pete Rose would be a sneaky one to put here. Let's see how sneaky this is. Not sneaky, I don't think. Maybe it is. 3,000 hits, and maybe I should have kept him here because he did win Rookie of the Year. So did Mays. I guess technically I can't play, and I can't play Ichiro. I might grant myself an exemption if I like literally run out of people, but um, so Cabrera does not work there. There might only be like 3 or 4 people actually that work. Um, yeah, maybe I go with Mays here just because I kind of have to. I'll walk through. I'll do some 500 career home run people and see if that goes any better. 500 career home runs and a Gold Glove. Maybe that's where I sneak in Henry Aaron. Fooled not a lot of people. I'll be curious to see the scores on this one. Definitely post them because I thought I was coming up with some sneaky people for these, and the percentages are higher, but I think there might only be a couple that'll work. I'm gonna hit Larry Walker over here. Okay, so he goes 2%. That's decent. Um, and 300 career average and a silver slugger. Let's go Moises Alou. So that went sub 1% at least. 300 career average and rookie of the year. I wonder if there's any pitchers. All the pitchers I've looked up that'll work. I should really find a starting pitcher that'll work. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to make that work. Relievers are the only ones who are going to work for a career, unless there's like an AL starting pitcher who works. But I can't think of any. Um, Mike Piazza works. Is that too obvious? Who else? From those 90s Dodgers Rookie of the Year winners, I'm not thinking of anyone. Helton did not win Rookie of the Year. Whatever. Show me Mike Piazza. 6%. That seems to be the magic number for a lot of these. And then let's see, 500 career home runs and a silver slugger. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go with up here. I'm gonna go Eddie Murray because I feel like I ran out of people. He goes 3%. 500 career home runs and a silver slugger. Sheffield will work. Frank Thomas would work. Mike Schmidt will certainly work. Palmero's got to work. McGuire works. Sosa works. I'm sure Tomey works. Griffey obviously works. Um, A-Rod works. So who's going to be the sneakiest of those? I think it maybe Mike Schmidt, just because his career just barely overlaps, but that certainly isn't. Maybe Palmero. Let's go Palmero. Goes 4% and 500 career home runs and rookie of the year. Hopefully I didn't box myself out here. That'd be interesting if I managed to box myself out. I could play Frank Robinson again. I'm going to grant myself that exemption if I can't come up with it. McGuire also works. Um, so Bonds does not work. Aaron does not work. Ruth obviously doesn't work. Mays does work. I've used him though. A-Rod does not work. Griffey does not work. Pujols does work. Did I use Pujols before? I don't think I did. Um, McGuire works. Tomey and Sosa don't work. Griffey doesn't work. Frank Robinson does. Um, as you start to trickle down here, um, what Palmero doesn't, Manny Ramirez doesn't, David Ortiz does not, Mike Schmidt, Harmon Killebrew, no. Reggie Jackson, no. Mantle, no. Ooh, McCovey does. I think McCovey might be a good sneaky one. 36. He's my worst one. How many options were there? I saw there were like 6 and 8, so I don't think 7% is too bad. 6% when there were 21 options here was not very good. 18, what did I get there? 2%, that is pretty good, I think. Silver Slugger, 16, and I took some with 3%. That's pretty good. There were 13 here. I don't feel too bad about 6%. How many up there? 12. Okay, I don't really feel too bad. This is really the only one where I should have done better. That I really should have done better. I mean, I think I probably could have done better on all nine squares, is my guess. But this is interesting because it's not like I was able to play it and I wasn't shocked by any answers, but it was interesting that to see how other people went. Like Jeter wins Gold Glove. That just to me, that's just like, oh yeah, he's so notorious for winning Gold Gloves that he probably shouldn't have won. He also won. I didn't even mention Jeter, but yeah, he won Rookie of the Year, Gold Glove. He obviously won Silver Sluggers. Um, but yeah, it's just interesting to see how people go. Anyway, thanks a lot for playing. I think I'll definitely play this one on my phone. I'm very curious to see if I can beat this score of 36. But thanks a lot for playing, and I'll be back at tomorrow. All right, peace.